Oh, hey.
You bumped me!
I know, I was on purpose.
Be drawing on yourself. And
It's body pen markers. They're supposed to be.
During
Hello
the
and welcome.
Wait, stop.
Hello and welcome to the show where Ivy is causing future messes. Mom is making us do this podcast again. And I have my own tiny bowl of popcorn because I don't like the cheddar one.
Welcome to Paprika. So, it's been a minute since we've done one of these, actually. Not since we were on vacation. Because we've had a very busy couple of weeks. What have we been doing? What have we done?
2 concerts.
One concert.
One concert for one of us. Who did we see?
Stray Kids.
Stray Kids! Woo!
Woo!
So the often talked about. Would you say they're your favorite band?
No.
Would you say they're your favorite band? Yeah, they actually agree on something. That never happens. It's the whole reason I started. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Mustache.
So this week, we're going to talk about Stray Kids.
Banana.
So I'm really.
Is that a Stray Kids song?
No.
Yes.
I didn't know. I thought that was Muppets. It's Stray Kids this whole time?
What is the
They sing
banana
boat.
Banana boat.
Lasts for hours.
Banana boat.
It's tons of fun.
Banana boat.
It lasts for hours, for hours, for hours. Banana boat.
That is an Australian commercial
For sunscreen?
for sunscreen. Yeah.
Look at me knowing stuff.
We traveled to what? No?
Chicago.
Chicago to see Stray Kids
Trying to
on
make
their
myself.
Please chew it out.
dominATE tour. Oh dear, this is gonna be a thing. Oh, what'd you think?
It's amazing.
It's all fun.
Okay, what about it was amazing?
The music, then the atmosphere of the fans.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
So the fan group name is Staves, and so we were in line. We got there 2 hours early on purpose to wait in that giant line
Before the doors opened.
before the doors opened.
4 hours before the concert was
concert.
supposed to start.
Yeah, and there were people. Everybody was talking. Everybody was like just because we all love the same group, and we were all a community, and everybody was the sweetest, and people were just giving out freebies, which is actually what these are. And they would come up and say, "Who's your bias?" And we would be like, "Lena," because that's mine. And they would give us little freebies. There's freebies in this. So they didn't give me.
This was my favorite freebie. A little bit of grass. It says, in case of emergency, touch grass. Because it's one of the things.
Chan, the oldest member and the leader, because we go fully, like stays go feral over them, says to touch some grass, meaning to get outside. So, yeah.
It was my favorite one. The amount of time Stay devoted to
We should have kept one
making
like
these freebies
Panthers.
is amazing to me. Just to, and so like, I think the idea, it kind of reminded me of when y'all were little, especially you, and you were in Girl Scouts.
Oh,
Look at
shoot.
you.
Yeah, hold on.
And
I forgot one.
doesn't she know how this works? And they would just show that, good night, it's time to go to bed. There would be a thing, and it would play the national anthem, I think. I could be making this up. Editor Erin, check this. And then they would just have like static and a blank screen. That's that colorful bars.
Yeah.
Until programming started back up the next day. Tai Chi.
Oh, that is tea!
Did she think you were lying?
We're out of paper towels.
Minna.
What? Okay. We're out of paper towels.
Did you just get a bunch of Kleenex? Go get more paper towel. Do not.
Stop. It's about trains.
It's about trains.
Not trains.
It's clearly, it's a song. It's about trains. So, freebies. Fans, it reminded me of when the girls were little and they were in Girl Scouts. And troops would make pins that they would take to meets, and you would swap them with people from other troops, and then you get a collection of all kinds of different things. So it's the same kind of idea. All of these fans invested all of this money in beads and grass and like little cricket stickers, like fabric things, like all of this, photo cards, like some people had real photo cards they were trading. And the idea is to trade, but like we didn't do any of those things. And people would be like, oh, it doesn't matter, just take one, who's your bias? Thought it was really cool. I asked the girls
It's about trains.
It's about trains.
to think about the show and to share their favorite song from the show.
You know what this one is, right?
Stop.
You know it.
I don't know that one.
They were on a live and it said "stay" in balloons on the
Oh,
background.
no
and
way.
the
No,
line-
I did know that. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. So, you gonna get us started?
Yeah. Hold on.
It was a real long concert too. So
we were there. It started 7.
yeah, and they
And-
played till
11:30, 11.
10.
10.
3 hours. We were home at like back to the hotel room at 11:30, and like no opener. We'll talk about that. No opener, just
Straight
the
up.
band. There were some breaks where like just the dance team
Yeah.
performed, or just the backing band, who was also awesome,
Yep.
played. And they did a couple of the unit songs that we've talked about. So only Han and Felix did Truman, and the other guys got a break, and they did through all those. But like it was a 3 hour we didn't go to the
There was
bathroom.
not any-
There wasn't a
no.
break to go to the bathroom even. Like it
I
was
didn't
just
need to
go,
go to
go,
the
go.
bathroom.
It was too exciting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you pick, Kai?
About trains.
No, this is about escaping.
This one's about
Yeah.
This one's about escaping.
railways, about trains.
Railways about trains.
This one is about
Leaving.
together.
Sure.
Running away together.
Yeah.
It's just about.
It's about leaving.
What'd you like about this one? Well, first of all, so this is a unit song
With Bang Chan and Hyunjin.
with Bang Chan, Hyunjin. Famously the ones who write songs that, we shouldn't ask what they're about.
I can't let you go cause the world's about to break.
They have to. They
So
have
what'd
to
you
keep
like
it
about
going.
this? But also,
It was just so good.
it does promote the band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come with me and let's stay.
So you liked this song before, right? Like this, you knew this was going to be a favorite. Did it live up to your expectations?
Yes.
How so?
I can't explain.
Right. So you like that it is probably not just about running away. You want to talk about the performance? Who did you look at? Which one? Or both? Because it was hard to look at both because they weren't always together.
Whoever was on the big screen.
I was, well, but sometimes they were both on the big screen. And sometimes
I split my eyes.
sometimes a mom goes to another conference and she accidentally records the wrong screen.
When the other person shows.
Their abs. Showing their abs is a big deal.
I mean, he takes off his shirt.
Which somehow is less of a big deal.
Come with me, let's escape now.
Yeah. So you had seen this, like clips of this on TikTok. Was it still like more exciting to be there? Even though you kind of knew it was going to happen? Yeah.
Run. It should be line here, encore 1. This is encore 2. This is encore 3.
Oh yeah, that part was funny.
3 encores.
So after they do what? Well, actually, they started up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
It's like they said it was gonna be over,
No, after La La La.
but it happened up here. Too. Oh, maybe that's just the introduction.
Yeah. After La La La, it was like, we're done, and then they come back.
Yeah.
Did Mega vs. Maniac, left, dance camp, came back, carts,
On the carts, and he looked me in. Bing Chan looked me in my eyes.
carts,
I got a little
Stray
hard
Kids
from
Miro,
Hyunjin.
Do you?
they leave,
I mean, who knows who was me?
and then encore 3.
But I like to think it was me. He was certainly looking near me, if not at me. It felt like he was looking.
No,
at
Bing
me.
Chan looked at me.
But like it felt like he was looking at me. But sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard to know.
Can I please just?
So it really was funny in the show. So like they did a pretty good set, and Chris said, "Okay, we have to go," and they left stage, and then came back for an encore, just like bands always do. But they did do it like 4 times.
It was like, yeah, there were like 3 encores.
Like it felt like it.
But the
like it
encores
just
were like
kept going.
5 songs.
Yeah.
The last one was 2.
No.
Like we actually thought, what, after the second one that it was over.
You guys do know Haven?
and groups.
No, we did.
No, we did.
It was Starlost that we didn't know.
Yeah. Well, let's
Okay.
talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Like we thought it was over, and the family behind us, because everyone was super friendly, so we talked to all kinds of people, which I kind of do anyway. But they talked back, and it was really
Yeah.
fun. But they were like, "No, there's 2 more songs. Stay where you are," which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get to be those people.
I know. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. Should we talk about it now?
No.
Okay. So there was a section, the first encore when they came back. They had, I don't know if they called it this, but it was like sing along. So they had the words to the songs up on the screen.
This wasn't during the encore. This was in the show.
Oh, was it in the show?
No, it was also in the encore.
There was some of it. Yeah, but like,
Oh, I guess
Lonely
it was
Street
like
and Cover
Top
Me.
Time, Lonely Street. Yeah.
Top time?
Top
Sorry,
Time.
Top Time. They're,
Top Time.
They're Stray
Top
Kids big hit. Top Time.
You,
No.
which song?
Top Line.
Are you doing?
Yeah, let's do Top Line. So I don't know if you know this about me, but I love a group activity. And so having everybody's, I know it's shocking. It's surprising.
Where's my light stick?
In my room.
So having everyone sing along in the crowd was very fun.
Where is it in your room?
On my desk.
Go give it back.
You were asleep.
No, I wasn't.
When I got it out of my bag, you were asleep.
This morning. Yeah. So this is an older one. Which album is this from?
5 star. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arguably. Actually.
Hard to pick, huh?
Honestly, I think my 5 star. I think 5 star is the most important album to me.
Because
That's when I became a
that
fan.
was the one that made you a fan. So that I almost picked Maniac, because one of the questions that Estee asked us when we were in line was, what was the song that made us a fan? And what was the song that made you a fan?
Social path. It was social path for her.
What was the song that made you a fan? Or
The
was it
Maniac.
this
Maniac? The first song I showed you was social path.
It's Sociopath and Maniac.
video? So it was, for me, it was definitely Maniac, because I didn't really pay attention to K-pop, as we talked about. I'm an indie rock kind of girl. But when Rachael was into it, and then Ivy started getting into it, Maniac was one of, actually the reason I love Stray Kids is because you didn't feel that way. Like it was the first time she was into a thing that you were into that you didn't automatically decide you weren't into it anymore.
Look at me now.
And you would talk about it, like you would discuss things about who you liked, and you learned names and you learned music, and it was very cool for me as a mom. And that's why I was like, well, if both of them like it, I need to absorb some of this content.
You know, sometimes you do things that you regret. You know.
But
Oh, just like K-pop
Maniac.
Demon Hunters?
Yeah,
God.
that was another one.
Stuck in my head for days, and that's when I started listening to it myself, because the only thing I knew was Maniac, just that one word. So I had to start listening to it to try to get it out of my head. And then they pulled me in. We were definitely patient 0, get infected.
And then Dad was
All of
patient 4.
I don't think Dad's even in there yet.
No,
Yeah,
he
yes.
likes them.
Yeah.
He was singing.
He was.
I don't know. Yes, I don't know if he would ever choose a song by himself to listen to, just in his free time. I don't think he would choose to watch a video on his own free time.
Probably
Yeah.
not. That's probably true. And I would do that. Oh yeah, what was the song? Yes, what was the song?
S-Class.
S-Class.
Duh.
And was S-Class what came up on your Insta feed?
I don't know. I think it was more. I think it was a video of just them doing something goofy.
Oh, that is what we love.
And I was like,
That they're really talented and
I
they're
was like,
super goofy.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
E.
TOPLINE. My favorite song. Although it was real hard to pick. I could have picked Maniac. Ivy and I share, when we get to bonus songs, we're going to pick another one of our favorites. But what was your pick? Favorite of the show with performances. What was your favorite?
Oh, is it? Yeah, I forgot what I picked.
I remember.
This one.
What is it?
This is Blind Spot.
Blind Spot is good. Do you know anything
one
about
was
this? Which one is this on?
This was on.
This was on-
Rockstar.
Yeah.
Han wrote this. But my favorite part is that this is one of the songs that doesn't have a dance, but the backup dancers do, and Han decided that he was gonna learn the dance, and every time he does it, he just looks so happy, and I'm just like, you go get him,
So
Pookie.
sad I didn't know that until after the concert, so I didn't watch him do
Oh
it.
yeah,
really?
I did.
Yeah.
Show me what you're made of, and the stars inside the lab ovation. Right by and throw it up, 'cause we can feel the progress shining.
It's written by all of Rachael. But is it primarily Han? Do you know?
It's Bang Chan, Changbin, Seo, Changbin, and
Yeah.
Oh,
it has Changbin twice. It is. Because it's Seo
does.
Changbin.
Changbin, so Changbin, Han.
That's weird.
What do you like about this song? Other than the dancing? Is that it? Have you, is this a
I
song
love
you
this.
liked before?
Yeah.
I like pretty much. I like all of their songs. Yeah.
The only songs that like really are
I
don't
am
listen.
you.
Yeah, that.
So we
There was an era of Stray Kids that I do not listen to, and it is very early Stray Kids that I don't really listen to. There are some exceptions,
Like debut Stray Kids.
like debuts.
Like we
District 9 is good.
District 9 was almost one of my picks. So District 9
I like Mira. I
is
like
one of my
Astronaut.
favorite songs on my running playlist.
I like Double Knot.
Double Knot, I like too.
I Am You.
I like Boxer.
Boxer is good. I Am You
So
is
we,
probably the one song I don't like.
so
It's the only one.
Rachel did not want to see the set list before we
No.
went. I mean, I did. 'cause
I
we
like
wanted
to
know
go.
what's
I want to go into a concert surprise.
And I forget where it was. And now it makes sense because I bet it was the last song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I Am You. And we were like, oh, Rachel's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be awesome. And especially because I Am You. Every time it starts.
I'm on my phone.
No, every time it starts, you're like, oh, I don't mind this song. And then when it gets to the chorus, then you're like, no! There's something at least 2 or 3 times that you've been like, this is all right for old Stray Kids. And then you're like, no!
There's something about
have
it's
an
the
extra
chorus
song?
I don't like.
Did they do an extra song in Chicago?
No.
No. They did. I think they do a different early debut song.
Final song.
And it's always super early. It's always a super early song.
What, did they not
That
do
is
one
the
for us?
very last song.
No, they did. They did Haven.
Did they have it? Haven?
Yeah, in Chicago.
I was like, I love this.
No, okay, pause it. There's something, I'm like, okay, and then the chorus is awful.
It's, yeah.
Every time she's like vibing to it, and then she's like, oh, it's this one.
Because I hate that this could be totally wrong. It sounds like they sampled Soulja Boy.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Because it does the I am you, and I hate. Also, the I am you just doesn't make any sense.
She's onto it a little earlier than normal just because of context. Normally she really has no idea until we get to this.
Because I'm on my phone and I'm not paying attention.
Even this part, you're always like, oh, it's okay.
It's not my favorite, but I'm okay with it. Right away from all the sorrow and pain, but little did I know that I was going insane. The sun will always be the rain after the rain. That's for English too, and I don't know it.
Per the usual. It's still lyrics.
It's still there.
So, we decided we were going to go to Toronto.
I'm trying to hide away from all the sorrow and pain, but little did I know that I was going insane. The sun will always be there waiting after the rain. Did not know that those were the lyrics. I just knew after the rain. So lonely, I don't know where she goes so down. Tiny, I can't push it in my mind. I don't know. Oh, dang it. I thought it was I don't know. Dang it. What should I do? I'm trying to hide her not correct Korean. So cover me now. Cover me I've decided that gibberish is better than trying to do Korean and failing.
That's true.
Well, it's the fear of like.
I think it's gibberish either way. At least her gibberish is approximating. So we bought tickets in Toronto, but it was crazy. There was a lot of activity. It was a Ticketmaster perfect storm of evil. So we got tickets, but they weren't as good as we wanted. So an hour later, the Chicago area tickets go on sale because time zones. And so I asked Dad if we should try again, and then we could always sell the Toronto tickets. So we did, and we got pretty good seats in Chicago.
Pretty good?
Like when they do this thing in the show for two of the songs, they're on rolling carts so they can come out into the stadium. So the people who are further away from the stage can see them. And when they came by in the carts, they were like
10 feet away from us.
super close. Yeah.
And there were no people in front of us. We were on the wall.
So we got to see them. Yeah, it was very fun. Only problem with this.
I winked at What? I went like this. Because he was looking at me, I was like, oh no.
You did that to her?
This is just my default way. No.
Did you actually do that to him? Did you see it?
I'm not. Because he was just wearing it, I just went.
That's funny. But the only problem
I
with
avoided eye contact with Chris. It was great.
Chris looked at me.
Erin, I
glad to be that close to them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Pookie look at you?
No. He was on the other
My
side.
Pookie was singing, so he couldn't.
He did tell the girl from LA what tattoo
Yeah,
to get.
he said one to her.
She's gonna get the stars.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fun.
5 stars. The 5 stars.
The
Where's she
girl.
gonna get it? Where she's going?
The only problem with this brilliant plan is that the Toronto didn't sell out. So our tickets didn't sell.
Yeah.
So
District
it was Friday, the day after the Chicago concert, and we still had Stray Kids tickets in Toronto.
We did.
So I asked the family if they wanted to go, and that's kind of how it went. So Dad said he had to be at work on Monday. Ivy
Couldn't handle those crowds again.
did an amazing job getting through one concert, but 2 big crowds that close together were just more than she could handle. Rachel said she was too tired. So 2 of those answers were acceptable. 1 was not. Can you guess which was not? And then I go on a 15-minute rant.
She really does. It was very annoying.
It was so annoying.
Because I could not.
No, hold on. Because it was annoying because the 15-minute rant was the same thing in different words over and over again.
Because I was trying to make sense of it. And that's what a thing I said out loud. Like,
Yeah.
so number 1, my parents, who love me very much, never ever would have stepped out of music they like to get to know something I like, to know whether they liked it or not, right? So not that they didn't love me, not that they didn't share, but like they liked their music, they were gonna try. I was not into K-pop, but when both of them liked it, I was willing to give it a try. Not only that, we did not.
I had to undo my phone.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
tired of her picking all the time. Sorry. Keep going with your story. Keep going.
I did not grow up going to concerts much. There were some Christian concerts in there. We'll talk about that on another day. And I had never in my life seen 2 shows from the same tour. And fully admit, I am an extrovert. Being around people gives me energy. I don't know what's happening.
About rainbows.
I can't imagine my parents ever offering such a thing. And I would have jumped at the chance that they did. And so the answer, I'm tired, just did not make sense in my brain. So I rant for 15 minutes because it doesn't make sense in my brain. Eventually, Rachel says, okay, you're right. It'll be a funny story. Yes, we're tired. Yes, this is ridiculous, but we should do it.
Yeah.
And it was at that point I said, wait a minute. Dad can't go? That means I have to navigate a city I've never been to?
I was so upset.
I have to get us across a border?
Yeah, when she started doing this, I
I-
tweaked out.
Because
Yeah.
But after I circled about maybe this was a bad idea for another 30 minutes, I decided it is a good idea to do things that make you scared.
Sure.
If it's a thing you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so I did want to go. I thought it would be fun. I should not let being nervous that I didn't know what was waiting for me stop it. My watch tries to keep me healthy. Was it worth going to Toronto?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Oh, because it was so. It was almost like a different concert. Like, and also Canada.
So Toronto, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
We will go back.
Better than the US.
Okay. That covers a lot of territory. But we did you didn't go to all of Canada. You went to one city.
Yeah. I've been to Montreal.
Sure. Do you remember Montreal?
Yeah. It was a zip line and poutine with pork on it.
Zipline and poutine with pork on it. That's what you got.
And that's where I learned that America is weird with telling time.
Just
Because
different.
we don't use 24 hours.
We
We're
should.
the only country that doesn't.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you making that up? I feel like you're making that up.
Not again. Not again.
What's wrong with Kermit?
Enough with one was
Okay. So I will say our seats weren't as good. So I was right. Daddy and I were right in our assessment. Right. You're farther away from the stage. They look tiny. But it was cooler, like the temperature wise.
Oh, that's my bad. This is the hip version. Actually, you know what? The hip version is fine.
And the kids were much chattier.
AI is saying that Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand also use the 12-hour clock. They do not.
Sometimes they do.
I disagree with this.
So
AI.
But like, I know when I talk to people from the, like when they say what time it is, they'll say like 1:30 in the afternoon. They won't count for it. You know what I
Or,
mean?
okay, let me rephrase. On their phone.
Sure. It displays 24 hours.
It
but when they
displays
talk about
24 hours or like hours at a restaurant.
There was a super memeable moment in the concert where Chris ran away from the security guards.
He literally
and
jumped over a barrier.
jumped over a fence.
a lap of the stadium. Rachel and I totally didn't see it at all. He ran right by us. We didn't see it. We missed it.
Well, he was tiny because we were far up.
We would have seen it still, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Because we could see.
I don't think anyone around us did either because we would have heard
missed it. Yeah.
All of us did.
Gonna fall deep into the water. Oh, in other news, both girls are obsessed with the new movie.
K-pop Demon Hunters. I know the title is really weird. It's
They
so
love
good
it.
though.
It's really good. The
It's
next
such a
also-
bad title.
It was also a very hot topic at
Next?
the show
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Next, can we do?
I think it's time that we go, actually.
Yeah. I'm not sure we were ever here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Paprika, where Ivy's a fake demon. Mom. I don't know what's up with you.
She got very mad at you.
Tired.
Like,
Oh, Mom's
and
tired,
And we
ago.
shouldn't use Kleenexes for paper towels.
How much more expensive is it?
I don't know, but expensive.
Okay. And I have no concept of money or time.
You really don't.
We'll see you next week.
Bye!